I'm going the wrong way again. Good job, me. Oh my god. Hi, Cephy.
Got him.
How you doing? Are you doing
Not
okay?
awake. Hi.
Are you doing okay, Cephy?
Well done, Tenno. Your relic
I'm
is open.
excited.
You're excited? Why are you excited? Are you as excited as I am for Zinlissa and Jira?
No, God, no.
Oh no.
We don't need another Genshin
Stay
game.
focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes it not Genshin is the fact that there's furries in it. And I'm happy for them.
Silly. Oop. Ooping me.
And so that way the messages are at the top. I'm trying to go back into the conversation.
Who are we waiting for?
No, we're waiting for Batman.
Batman? You're Batman.
Yep. Oh, no, I'm not.
You're Batman.
Nope.
Say it, Cephy, say it.
I'm vengeance.
Is everyone here? Everyone's here. Oh yeah, I think it's you. There we go. Oh, look at that. Ugh, I'm trying to think. What could it be? Because I added a new source. I added one of those virtual cables, like I remember you telling me. Maybe I have.
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
What? Oh, Mr. Sporty Camp.
Oh, it's because you have it set to monitor so you can hear it, right?
What?
Yeah, that's how you hear it in...
Oh no, I haven't.
The...
I'm sorry.
Okay.
TTS
Go to your audio sources. No, go to your audio source. Like in OBS, where you have the audio, where you can change the volume. Right click on it. And then advanced audio properties.
Oh yeah, monitor and output. Monitor only, right?
Yes.
Right. Alright, someone say something in TTS.
I'm working on it. Boop Mick Booperson.
Boop MC Booperson.
Does that work? Is that good? Did it work?
Yep, it's fixed now.
Yay! See, Cephy's smart, guys. Cephy's super smart.
I'm just eating sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds! I love sesame seeds. I need to make some more sesame seed bread. That was delicious.
8-person squad.
Can we not count the baby guy, Playa? Come on. Have you started doing that, Cephy?
What?
If everyone's, playing,
Ordis is angry. I may require maintenance.
Jade, you say it's an 8-person squad, not a 4-person squad?
You know she does, but I swear, sometimes you be standing.
Well, yes, but also no.
Yeah.
Because like, here's the thing. We can't confirm that Jade
It's
after she becomes a
2-in-1.
Warframe is or is not pregnant.
That's true. Oh, you mean the one we build?
Yeah, the one that we build. We can't confirm that it's pregnant.
Yeah. Ari's like, but the baby.
I don't know. They just proved that they can't deny the R34 that exists for Warframe now.
Yeah, well, to be fair, they got questioned. I heard that someone questioned them about it, and someone on the team was like, "They are human, or they have like the anatomy of humans, or something like that."
No, but that's the thing. They were like in 2014. There's so much R34 of like Dr. Saren was in here and whatnot, right? And they were like, no, you can't. And then 2015, they just dropped the whole like second Dream Quest.
Yeah.
And so everybody calmed the fuck down with that because obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And now they're opening up that can of worms again. Warframe's changed, man. Since Tencent bought them, they've changed.
Oh no. We copied both Frame and Baby. Or are you saying that Soren's about to be like a single dad with like 1,000 babies? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying that now, like, it's canonic that we're the mother?
I think it's the fact that Grandpa is trying to make a new war again. Except this time it's an army of stalker Siriuses in Alliance.
Have you been able to confirm if it's easier to get stalker parts now? I know he just leaves if it's Jade. Does that mean he doesn't take away the stalker symbol?
I've not played enough to know what any of that is, and usually when I want the stalker, I just use a beacon.
But because yeah, if you have Jade on your team, he'll arrive. Oh, you can't escape your punishment. Please, Jade, and it's like, no.
New alert marked
and we'll
on
leave.
navigation, Tenno.
Well, he'll say never, and then he'll leave. That's all I've been able to notice.
I mean, it's one way to get rid of the stalker.
Like, yeah, you don't even have to fight him. He just leaves. Well, yeah, and he leaves behind what he would have dropped. But he doesn't die, so I don't know if that means that you keep the stalker mark, and that's why it's easier to get his marks, or his percentage is up.
I have no idea.
They said they were going to do that, and they said that it will be easier to get stalker equipment after this.
You know what I want for the game to do?
What?
I want for them to add a little node or a little island or planet, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
Where it has the stalker, it's like the stalker ship, right?
Yeah.
And then you click on it, and then you can go to like a sort of like relay thing, right? And then you can like select missions and whatnot, and you can pick any mission, and you can fight as the stalker against the Tenno.
Oh, are you saying add a way for like people to become the stalker that fights people?
Yeah. So like, okay. Imagine right now you have your navigation in your hub, in your orbit, right?
Yeah.
What if those who have Jade, right, have the ability to do a transference to the stalker and see what he's doing in story wise, right?
Yeah.
And so you transfer into the stalker's mind and whatnot, and you're in his orbiter, and he has his navigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, let's say you go to Venus, and you can see all the missions and whatnot, and it looks like a public, like, you can see how many squads open and whatnot, yada yada,
Yeah.
right? Click on a mission, you then go, and then you are the stalker for that mission. For that squad.
Maybe. They have
'Cause right
said
now
that
we only
they-
have the relay.
Our position
They have
has
said
been
that eventually they're going to
compromised.
add Stalker.
Defend the cargo
So like
until
Space Lords,
reinforcements
Yeah,
a
but that
game
was
where
like
you
10
can
years
play
ago.
as a villain against the normal team.
Well, they've started like slowly adding him recently. Like first you can play him
Watch out.
in
I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have
what
a
you call
matching
it,
relic?
the circuit. And now you can literally do a mission as him.
You're near a
I'm
fissure.
thinking like the only thing left. Yeah, here's my theory. You tell me if you think this is long enough.
Yep.
It's like the Stalker hasn't been out for so long, people will probably like got to the point where they don't care that much about Stalker. I think they're gonna change Stalker, like as he's released. Like he's gonna do something special, like
The enemies are dropping reactors.
Jade does.
We're going
What
to
if they
need
make a
more
spin-off
reactors.
game
Want to
where it's
open
like
that relic.
basically like God of War, where it's Stalker and Orion?
Not gonna lie, that'd be kind of cool. But it would totally be like
And
the
instead of
first
it-
game every single game though, because Stalker ain't gonna talk that much.
Well, I mean, spin-off games in this industry. Look, I don't understand why spin-off games have died. Okay,
I don't understand
I don't
that
know
either.
why.
Like, spin-off games have never been bad. Like, sometimes they do bad, but for the most part, they do great. I'm trying to think of more than like one or two bad spin-offs. Every time I think of a
most of
spin-off,
my favorite spin-offs, like most of my favorite games in franchises are the spin-offs.
like, I will say that apparently a lot of people didn't like Infamous 2, which was kind of a spin-off. Because it wasn't the
No,
main character
Infamous 2
Cole.
Well, Infamous 2 was just a different, like, it was the same story, but just different
Is that
perspective.
more of a,
different
like a Devil May Cry 3 thing? Where it's like same story but like different character, no one likes the new character?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was thinking that might be like a spin-off thing. What if it's like that?
No, a spin-off would be more like, okay, you have the normal Final Fantasy games
Yeah.
or the normal Halo games, right?
Yeah.
And then the spin-off would be like, oh, okay, so here's Final Fantasy Tactics.
Dead by
or
Daylight
here's,
dating sim.
Tactics is
Halo.
amazing.
Yes, but it's a spin-off game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was thinking about Tactics, and I'm like, well, that did amazing. Like, what are bad spin-off games? I'm not being
See-
able to think of many.
Tactics is a spin-off, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that did really good. I'm trying to think of, like, bad ones. But
No,
I
it's a
can't really
spin-off
think
that became its own series.
Yeah, that's what's crazy is like. Well, it's its own
Just like-
series
just like
now.
how Halo was.
When it first came out, though, it
Yeah.
was a spinoff.
Just like how Halo Wars originally was a spin-off, but now there's a sequel coming.
Yeah, like once it gets another game in the franchise, that's when it becomes its own series. Because it means it was popular enough that they can continue with bad ideas.
Because like what I like about spin-offs is that what they did is they put interns on the spin-off, or it was like a passion project, or it was like a way to be creative and not hinder the main story.
The Clank game, yeah, that was a spin-off, wasn't it? From Ratchet and Clank, when they went just with Clank.
Yeah.
Did that one do bad? I can't remember. I heard about it for a little bit. Probably did.
It did good retroactively.
Good retro. I know Daxter did really good. That was one of the best PSP games ever.
Yes.
Like, I loved Daxter. I almost, like, completely... That's, like, probably one of the 3 or 4 PSP games, like, I went out of my way to try to complete completely.
I remember getting it for my PSTV back in the day. Do you remember the PSTV? That thing was horrible.
The PSTV? The Vita?
No, the PST... No, the PSTV.
Oh, yeah, that was...
I remember I got it for Christmas. I was like, Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Grandma, can I get a new PlayStation? Mine's old.
I got you
It
that?
was yeah, they were like, okay, and they got me the PSTV. It's like, it's a home console. It's like, no, it's no.
I don't know what's going on with PlayStation right now. PlayStation and Microsoft, for whatever reason, seem to have decided, hey, let's, like, make all these really, really bad decisions.
Well, in Microsoft's defense, they are releasing some games this for next year, whatever. Like, they're finally you know how, like, Microsoft will buy
Reinforcements
companies
available.
and then
Do
never
you
use them?
choose to leave
Yeah.
now
Like,
or
Rare?
continue fighting?
Well, they finally decided to reboot a few Rare franchises, and I'm like, yes!
Well. If y'all ain't my favorite brand of
Well, that's
free
good, but they also
range
did shut down a
lunatic.
lot of really good, like, companies.
Well, it's because they expect when they buy stuff, they expect it to perform like Minecraft. Then it doesn't, and then they're like,
Yeah,
well,
that's what I don't understand. It's like, you're such good, like, technology people, you should understand that not everything can be a Minecraft. Because if everything's a Minecraft, then nothing's a Minecraft.
Yeah, but you have to realize that the people that own Microsoft are not people that play games. They look
Well,
at the
yeah.
numbers and go, okay.
They're like, oh, that didn't do good. Tear it down.
Let's get back to it.
And you know what I found out that blew my mind?
What?
I was watching one of those, I forget, like, his full YouTube channel name, but it's Hiei, the guy that does emotional damage. He's doing, like, a big skit with, like, David and the other, like, really good comedy YouTubers.
Is it like that one, like almost like Power Rangers, Bioman, spinoff?
No, he's doing I'm talking about the one where they're all, like, him and his group are literally, like, Android technologists or something. Analysts or something. And they've kidnapped the person that keeps buying the iPhone. They're like, did you buy the iPhone 15? He's like, yeah. And he's like, why? He's like, because it's iPhone. And David's in the background like, see, it's his iPhone. He's brainwashed. And then they're like explaining to him, Android has better cameras now. It has better screens. It has, like, they keep showing, like every time he, like, states a reason why he gets the iPhone, they're like, Android's had that for years, or they've had that, or they have something better.
The only reason I can say get an iPhone is if you're a VTuber.
Oh,
But
yeah,
don't get a new iPhone.
That's literally why I have an
turn the
iPhone.
volume off.
Like, if I got a new phone,
'Cause
though,
I
I
have-
would keep the iPhone for streaming, and I'd use the
Oh, yeah.
iPhone.
No, that's what I did. That's literally what I did. I for 2 years I had an iPhone. Fucking hated it. Never used it. Like, I shit you not. I never used it. And then as soon as I paid off that phone, I bought a new phone. One of the folding Androids.
Ready to kick. Bottom.
Yeah. I can't think of what phone I would get though. It'd probably be like one of the folding ones like you got, because I feel like that would make it easier not to break the screen.
If you get a folding one,
Yeah.
I do recommend getting one with a big screen on the front if you're a daily user. Like if you use your phone a lot.
Get it on the front.
Yeah, because like what the one that I have, I mostly keep it closed,
Yeah.
and every once in a while I open it. But the small screen that when it's closed, I can't do anything with it. So like I would suggest either the Z Flip 5 or the Motorola Razr Plus, like the one with the big screen on the when it's closed.
I love that chat play in chat was like, bro, a Nokia.
Hang on.
I've thought about getting a Nokia just for a backup phone. Just cause cheap and it'll never break. Like, bruh. I thought that was hilarious when they did that in Transformer, where they had the Nokia phone transform. And they tried to blast it up. It didn't break it
Here.
off.
I sent to your DM.
Right.
Like I would recommend if you get a folding phone, one that has a big screen.
The big screen on the outside.
Yeah, that way you can see, because like you can program what applications can be on the closed form.
Yeah.
So like you can respond to text, you can respond to you can watch YouTube, you can play some games, whatnot, while it's closed.
Oh, I love your new
However,
model.
yeah, I'm excited.
Makes me so happy. It looks so good.
They said they will be done with the face by my birthday.
Yeah. One thing I want to do with my model is like when
Huh?
she eventually gets not as busy is I'm gonna ask her to tone down this, because look, flat face. Flat face. I want to tone down the turn a little bit, just to where it's like right here.
See,
That's
I
what
have
I'm-
a solution for that.
But
My the model I'm showing you has a live 2D face, but it's a 3D model.
oh, that's cool. Wait, can you do like you can get a 3D model and just have it rigged as 2D?
No. So if you look at my current model
Yeah.
that I'm using on stream,
Yeah.
it's currently a 3D model with a PNG tuber face at the moment.
Wait, so the model itself is 3D, but the head part is 2D?
Yes. No, just the face.
Just
Just
the
the
face.
face. I basically, when you're doing 3D, right? You can when you want a design on it, you do a texture, right? And that's a 2D image. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of using a 2D texture, I'm using a spout relay. So I have a scene in OBS that is being sent to the mesh of the model that replaces the texture of that model.
Huh. You blow my mind every time we talk, Sid.
Hang on.
My mind just goes.
Here, this is the current model with the PNG tuber face.
Oh, I like that. I see. I'm not the only one that played Maple Story.
What?
The sleepy face you have, where it's like the grin, but it's got the drool coming out.
That's not a
top
reference
face.
to.
I always thought
That's
that was
not a
the
reference
reference to
Maple.
Maple Story.
No.
'Cause I played a lot of MapleStory, and that's my sleep. I need to get that emote. I need to get like 3 more faces added. Or, like one more face added in a sleepy emote. But yeah, that's what my sleepy emotes on the channel are based off of.
Here, this is gonna blow your mind even further.
What?
You know the Sakura Ray black and white model? That's a free use public model.
Yeah.
I can use her face on my model if I wanted
What?
to.
Oh my god. Wait, doesn't that mean you just have a way easier time getting emotes?
What do you mean emotes?
Like face changes and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they only have to do they just have to draw it. They don't have to like put it on the model.
Scans show Grenier are
Correct.
harvesting Kuba nearby. Set off the alarms to draw them out, then steal their Kuba catalysts. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
You need to go to like
Evil Knievel.
Society or
Predictable.
something.
As expected, Grenier have shut
No, I'm
down
Evil
the
Knievel.
environmental system.
You're Evil Knievel?
Sending modified life support capsules.
Yes.
Use these to sustain your environment or attach Kuba catalysts to begin harvesting. You found a fissure. Look out for
You heard that
reactants.
right, chat. They're Evil Knievel.
The only issue with this current setup is that it requires
They're
2
dropping reactants.
devices.
Use it to crack open a relic.
Dude, what did
The reactant is working on your relic.
Apple.
Find more.
Wait, is it like one for the body and one for the head?
Correct. Because a part of the because the in order to get the like jaw left, jaw right, jaw open, mouth closed,
Yeah.
to get the chin movement, right?
Yeah.
That still the 3D model still requires a Apple device,
Yeah.
and then the V-Bridger Live 2D model also requires a Apple device. I'm trying to figure out if it will be still doable with only one, but I do have an iPad and an iPhone that I can use.
You use the iPad probably for the body and then the iPhone for the head.
Actually, I would do the opposite because my iPad, I've had my iPad plugged in and on and used as a webcam for 3 months in a row, and it hasn't overheated. Like I don't close the app. Whereas the iPhone, after an hour, it gets overheated.
Will buy you more time.
I will say this phone definitely is a champion. That it lasts entire streams. Like it totally shouldn't with how old it is. It's an 11.
That's what I have. I have an 11 as well, and it just overheats like crazy.
Well, I think mine's on 11 Pro.
That would be the difference. Mine's just a
That's it.
standard one.
You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
So like, yay for Papa wanting to Pro that one time.
Is like the iPad has decent tracking. Like I can't really tell the difference, to be honest. I can only tell the difference when I'm using like a Meow Face on an Android.
I'm gonna talk to my dad about that
support
because
on the way.
that's like one of the things we've been getting kind of annoyed about is how pricey the iPhones were and stuff. And like, my dad got to the point where he couldn't justify getting another one because he's like, no, that's too much. Because they did have that deal where he would get them for free if he traded in his old one. But we've gotten to the point where we just hand down each other phones so we only have to buy one phone. Dad will hand his old phone to mom and then get a new
Additional
one.
life
and then
support has arrived.
do that. Then I'll get mom's old phone. Or like I'll get the old phone that he was using because mom will be like, I like this one right
See,
This capsule will now harvest
you're
Kuba.
you're on the lower end of the
Captain
hand me
Tenno,
down system.
capsules
I'm the
harvesting
one
Kuba
that's handing
provide
down the
minimal life
tech
support.
in my household.
Yeah, I don't have to get the system. You do.
Like, to give you an idea, if I do another PC upgrade, I'll have a third computer that will just be there, and I'll probably give that to my girl, for example, and she'll have a gaming workstation.
That's nice.
Because, like, all I'm missing is a CPU, a motherboard, and a power... Well, I know. Actually, I have a power supply. So, yeah, a CPU, a motherboard, and a case, and then I have a complete, like, third system that I can...
Get ready for a
I need to
capsule.
send my old stuff to my editor because his broke. Like his just died on him.
Grab the Kuba from that capsule.
So, what game have you been playing a lot besides Warframe recently?
I haven't been playing much. I've been mostly planning next month. Next month is going to be a little bit horrible for me.
Another life support capsule.
No,
is
because
now available.
I'm planning on streaming 24/7, so I need to plan
Modification
ahead.
Successful.
Oh,
Collecting Kuba.
I hear that.
It's my birthday month, so
Birthday!
yeah. But we're gonna be trying to raise funds for a move, because Laurel needs a roommate, and they're going to
Our operative is making progress.
and
This will
I
help
could
our
afford
cause.
I can technically afford
Extraction
being a
is
roommate,
available
but I
if
can't
you need
afford
it.
going there. Oh no.
Oh my god! This toll-free call thing needs to stop. And I have it on silent. But I don't have it on, like, do not disturb.
What pissed me off, for example, is that, like, whenever I put my iPad on Do Not Disturb, it puts my phone also on Do Not Disturb, which annoys the fuck out of me.
Well, it makes sense, but yeah, that would also annoy me.
So many plans. I know, it's crazy. I'm sorry.
People make plans. Cephy makes plans. Cephy is not as ADHD crazy as I am. Where sometimes I'm just at the whim of my brain, where it's just like,
Well, I know for
totally
a
do
fact
this,
that,
and I'm
like,
like, but I made plans, and then my brain's like, but this.
Tenno.
see, what I'm doing is I'm not necessarily making plans in the sense of I know exactly what I'm doing every day. I'm basically making a dart system of anything that I could be doing. So that way, if ever I'm in a moment where I'm like, I need to do something, I can throw a dart willy-nilly and then be like, okay, I'm going to do that for the next 5 hours.
That's too smart. Again, Cephy, too smart.
like-
Needs to go to Genius
I've
Society.
delivered another life support capsule.
Well, because, like, what? It's going to be super hot, so I won't be able to think properly because of
That's what's been
ADHD plus
killing me.
doesn't-
The heat.
And then on top of that, right, I'm gonna be streaming 24/7. So like I don't have time to do stuff off stream because there is no off stream. So like a decent amount of the streams will be like art, for example, like me trying to make my overlays, me trying to make 3D models and what. Discipline. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing. It's called discipline.
Cephy out here breaking minds and being smart.
I'm just being honest. Like the only way that I've been able to tame my ADHD and not have to take drugs, like legal, of course, but is through like, okay, I don't want to have to take medicine. I don't want to have to go through a shrink. I don't want to have to do all this stuff. but
Yeah.
that comes with a price. That comes with like the responsibility. That comes with the like a need to know how you function to begin with. So like what I did personally was like around age 15, I was like, fuck this, I'm done. I'm done going to shrinks. At that point I was following like 4 shrinks.
Capsule.
Like 4 different types of shrinks. I was taking baby meth, which is Adderall. I was taking like 2 different types of ADHD meds on top of each other. I was just done. I was feeling ill. I was feeling incompetent. I felt like I was not. It didn't do good.
That's the thing a lot of people don't tell you is a lot of the ADHD meds actually make you depressed and like mess with your like emotional state too.
So when I decided, hey, no, I'm done with these. I'm done with this medication. I'm done with the strength and whatnot. That came with the responsibility of, okay, well now I'm on my own. And so what I did was I basically applied discipline. And I was like, okay, how do I function? How can I use how I function to adapt to a normal situation? No, like legit. Like I had to develop self-awareness, which is really hard. People don't realize how hard that is when it comes to ADHD, because it's borderline impossible. So if you can develop self-awareness, okay, and you can develop acceptance, then from that point on, you can basically do anything. Because here's the thing, instead of being like, because if you have self-awareness and you realize, oh, I have a problem, my ADHD causes me to do this and whatnot, it makes it impossible for me to do X task, right? That's awareness. But acceptance is, I have ADHD. The way I'm going to do this task is going to be different from other people. So how would I want to do this? Like if I didn't have to judge myself based on what others would do, like they would do from like a system from A to Z, that doesn't work for us. So instead, go like, okay, I have a thing of tasks to do. Then I'm just going to do it, but not necessarily in order. I'm going to do what's interesting for me. And when I was starting, I did. Every time I needed to do something that was boring, I started with something that was interesting. And then I did something, and then I did something interesting. Then I did something, and I didn't care if I didn't finish it. Because I knew it would still be on the list later if I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
And that's how I avoided the whole the whole issue of like I don't want to do this anymore type deal.
Yeah. One thing I really need to do now is figure out what band goes in mine. My dad's wanting me, keeps thinking to go water cooling, but I remember you said I probably shouldn't go water cooling. That was my opinion. Couldn't remember why. I could just remember in my brain, like Cephy said.
Who's gonna do the maintenance? Who's gonna do the maintenance in the car?
Who's doing the maintenance?
Yeah, who's fixing it? Whenever there's a problem.
Whenever there's a problem, it's Dad.
Okay. Then if they want water cooling, they can do water cooling.
Okay.
But if you're the one that's going like, okay, my computer's broken, I need to fix this, I need to do this, use what you know. Air cooling's fine. The reason why most people do water cooling is because, yes, technically it is slightly better, but it's such a little impact to a day-to-day use case that like it's more hassle than it is rewarding. If that makes sense.
Like, do you have to like change any parts out of the water cooling a lot?
It depends on what type of water cooling you have.
I have no idea what water cooling makes them. I think it's just a
Okay,
house.
so So you have two different types of water cooling. You have all-in-one AOI.
Right.
So no, AIO. Sorry. All-in-one water cooling, which is basically it's a simple like little brick that you put onto the CPU with two tubes into a radiator. Done deal.
Yeah.
Those last about maybe like a year or two. 3 years is pushing it, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why is because you can't. Not all of them you can refill with water. It needs to have water in the loop.
Well done, Tenno.
And whereas the water cooling with a pump, tubes, and a reservoir and a radiator and whatnot, that one is a lot more complex to set up and usually is more expensive. The other issue with that is that all these different pipes that you're gonna do by yourself have a risk of corrosion. And in engineering, the more parts, the more risk of failure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when you have water with electricity, that could lead to big failure.
That's why I've been like very hesitant about going water cooling.
So, yes, you'll instead of running 75 degrees Celsius, you'd be running somewhere around what 68, 69. So your PC can perform slightly better, but in reality, it's a lot more work than because of the fact that it's more of a flex thing. You know, like with car people,
Yeah.
you can get a Nissan, right? And then you can get a Nissan with a body kit. The car will function the same way. The body kit might be a little bit more aerodynamic and make it go faster,
Another life support capsule
but
is
just
now
like
available.
by like 2 miles per hour. It's not like you're swapping the engine. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuva.
So if your dad's the one that's gonna be working on the machine, let them do whatever they want. But if you're expected to do maintenance on the machine, then do stuff that's easier for a novice than or stuff that you're more comfortable with.
I think Dad wants me to go water cooling because I don't think he fully understands. I don't think he uses water cooling. I think he thinks it'll be less hassle and stuff.
No, it'll be more hassle.
Probably like,
Because mold can build up in
yeah.
the reservoir.
I'm already crossing out water cooling then. Because I've
You
dealt
have
with
to-
mold.
you
I have
have
a lot
to-
of books in my room. Oh no.
You have to replace the water every once in a while. You have to make sure that there's no contaminants in the water. You need to make sure that like, for example, if you just use tap water,
Harvester has finished.
there's a risk of
Collect
having
Kuva.
like that calcium buildup. You also have a risk of the rubber or the plastic
Additional
or
life
the
support
metal
has arrived.
eroding.
Mm-hmm.
It's always in
Look what our
contact with
Tenno
water.
operative just found.
Yeah.
Because it's
They
not
could
just
not do
water,
this
it's
without
flowing water. Which also means that you need to make sure that the pump doesn't break, and after a while, pumps will tire out.
Yeah.
And when you replace one part of the water system, you need to replace all the water, and you need to make sure that there's no air bubbles because air bubbles can lead to overheating. So yeah, there's all sorts of like little details, but all in one cooling or water cooling is fine. You just have to replace the whole block.
Whole thing every like
Everyone.
year and a half.
Uh-huh.
With the fan, I don't have to replace that often, right?
No, you don't. You just have to make sure it's clean. As long as it's clean, it will work fine.
I think I'm gonna go with the fan.
Because usually what you do is you get a metal block, okay? And that metal block disperses the heat. from the CPU into the metal block, and then the fans cool off the big metal block.
Life support
So as long as
activated.
as long as the metal block is clean, and the cool part about the metal block is, I shit you not, you can take it off the computer, take the fans off, right? And then you can wash it with distilled water or mineral oil or acetone.
Yeah.
Who talking now?
Who's talking there? That's Cephy.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission.
Roy's
to
a
find
newer
out
viewer,
what's
so
inside.
they don't know much about Cephy.
Royal, I'm the next Linus Tech Tip.
Basically. Cephy is the one I cry. I don't want to bother when you see me having problems on stream. I'm like, I don't want to bother Cephy. They might be sleeping or something.
Additional life support has arrived.
Hello,
You can have
another
everyone in
brand
stream.
new
That's
please.
literally what I say. Like, I could ask Cephy, but I don't want to bother her.
Hi.
Yes, if any of us is Gremlin, it's definitely Cephy.
I mean, you are what you eat.
You
Take that as
Gremlin? Run away! Alright, I want your opinion on this one. If you played any Warframe a little bit after Jade. Do you like or dislike the fact that now we have Jade like next to us just running around us now?
That was the first thing I noticed because I didn't do the mission immediately,
Yeah.
and I fucking hate it.
I hate it too. Because they're way stronger and they can hit you in the air and everything. And I have a feeling that they don't care about Zazu's dodge. I don't think their lightning thing can be dodged.
No. So
Fuck a wonderful
the
person.
thing about them is that, like, what's it called? They'll even, like, they'll almost one-shot overguard as well. Like, I think they're meant to be like a nullifying.
I've noticed that. Like, I'll just die randomly from them and I'm like, what the frick?
Because I believe their damage
Well,
scales
I'm
with
too
your
weak
health,
to kill anything.
and overguard counts as health.
Grab the Kuva from that capsule.
Now, here's my thing. Let us have old overguard on Dante back.
Also, why the fuck are you shooting them with your main fire? You should be spamming your one and middle mouse.
Commencing Kuva harvest.
Oh, and doing my alt fire?
Yeah.
Like that. Because I don't have a completely full build yet, so my duration is not as great as I would want it to be.
You don't need duration. That's if you want to go nuke. I mean,
I want to get growing power. I don't have growing power. And
I used to
hearing
have
that.
several.
I don't like this! Jade Light apparently knocks your thing out of the
I
sky.
thought Jade Light Excellence had Jade's judgment.
Irish noises! But yeah, apparently it knocks you out of the sky. Like it'll cancel your abilities. Like it won't turn them off, but it'll like mess up some of them.
Another life support capsule is now available. Kuva is ready to be collected.
I need to look into what kind of fan I need. Because we tried the, I guess it's like the assassin or something. And, like, it was very, very
We will
close.
all share in
So
this
we just
bounty.
decided not to do
Hold
it
out
and just
as
send it
long as
back.
you can.
Because, like, we couldn't tell if it was gonna fit. Of how close it was.
and you have a glass panel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we didn't want to have to deal with the, like, triply increased cleaning that we have to do if we kept the glass panel off.
Your what CPU did you get? I can't remember. Was it an AM4 or an AM5?
It's an AM5, right? It's the 7950X.
Yeah.
Let's reset, guys. Mostly because the Jade Lights are getting very,
Baka, what y'all farming for? And is
We were
it
just-
SP?
this isn't SP, this is just Kuga farming. How do you leave, guys? Oh, Kuga, oh, there it is. What game are you excited for, Cephy?
Blue
Please tell
Protocol.
again.
Blue Protocol? Have there been getting good news recently about it?
No.
Yeah, I've been noticing. I thought, I was like, unless I've been hearing wrong. I feel like there's been a lot of unhappy news recently.
It's dead on arrival, but I can't wait to play it.
Well, at least it isn't Destiny.
Additional life support has arrived.
I can vouch for that one.
When is the next Prime supposed to come out? In like a month or so?
Dragon.
I do not know. Also, the fact.
Dragon, yes. What are we farming for? It was Kuba. So I'm gonna do a few Kuba rolls. As they all say,
Is it SP or normal?
it was normal.
Bro Harrow 4 and seeing the Jade Eximus beam goes from 27 to 1 bill in a few seconds is nuts.
Is there a way to get a better Bomat roll than this? Cephy, do you know?
Huh? What? I'm sorry. I was looking for CPU coolers for you.
Then why only
Thank
20
you,
minutes?
Cephy.
I go solo 2 hours SP.
You go solo 2 hours SP. I don't think you can do that anymore, Roy.
Operator,
'Cause
you possess a
Now Jade Lights are
breathtaking
in the
level of
mix, and
craftsmanship.
they care not how much you have overguard. They care not how much you have shield. They just say bang.
Well,
Harrow?
there you go.
Does Harrow basically?
There you go.
Thank you.
Harrow?
Does Harrow really Nocturna? How very metal of them.
It's Noctua.
Noctua.
Harrow is invincible with 4.
Well, yeah, he is invincible before, isn't he? Yeah, that definitely would work, wouldn't it? A lot flatter than the big crazy one we got.
I sent you one that's an all-in-one water cooling,
Uh-huh.
and then one that's an air cooler. The air cooler is nice because you can literally take it apart and then wash it in the tub, let it dry,
Yeah.
right? And then put it back into your.
This is
Whereas
Frostflow.
the no, not Noctua.
Frostflow is the water cooling, right?
Yeah, Frostflow is the water cooler.
I do like the look of Noctua. And I love that the volts are... I think the volts are actually lower than mine. So it might be better. Like, completely better overall. What is this? Oh, that's just a bad fan, isn't it? That Amazon Basics computer cooling fan that's below it. It said similar
I
items
don't
to
see.
consider.
I don't see what you see.
Oh. Here's another thing I want to ask you. Right now, I have one of those Wi-Fi towers. Like the thing you connect to the USB and it's like a tower.
Okay.
But it
yeah.
has its own like little program that needs to stay open.
And-
Is that counterintuitive?
Yes.
Thought so. That's what I was starting to think. 'Cause it, like sometimes it would just not work for a second, and it drops every now and then. Should I get one of those ones that goes inside your computer?
Hang on. I'll send you the one I have. It doesn't have Wi-Fi 6,
Yeah.
but it has Wi-Fi 5, which
Okay.
is good enough, and it will be on the cheap end.
Okay. That sounds good. I have my 4 on Haro on duration 300%, and then I wall into a nullifier. Walk into a nullifier? Well, here's the thing, Roy. From what I understand of Jade Lights, not only do they like not care what your overguard or health is or your shield is, they're like nullifiers. They cancel out abilities. Or like they make them not work for a few seconds. So I'm thinking they might kill Haro too. I'm not sure because of how Haro works, if they will affect that. Because if you notice, when I was flying with Jade and I would just start falling, that was what Jade Light was doing, was like just literally zapping me and making all my abilities to like malfunction. I don't know. You might still be able to do it.
Did you send me the motherboard that you chose?
It was the... I don't remember what it's called. Give me a second. Like 450 something. Like, give me a sec. I have it literally on my list of things I've ordered. It is a Gigabyte B650M thingy. Let me see if I can just send you the link.
Oh, thank you.
And let me know if that's still good, because like,
It should be.
did it to you or not? The frick! There we go. Sometimes this computer, man. Yeah, it slows and armor strips. Oh, you're talking about Jade's 3. Jade's 3 is. Yeah, Jade's 3 is very good to keep up. That's really one of the reasons why people run duration on it.
Saddle up.
Okay, now I have to go to Protea because now she doesn't have equilibrium anymore. Could be up here somewhere. That might be the best I can do there. That's literally people on Twitch starting their streams. Bit of trick. Fuck your. Oh, I have to build it. The streams. Hi, Queen. Wait, I have to build. Wait. But forgot to put her in our buildings. Finally building a scimitar.
How far is your what's it called? Your router from your computer?
My router?
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the main hub router, right?
Like the router that is connected to the world.
Let me think about like the distance that would be. I go through walls when I'm calculating the distance, right?
No.
Or should I
Because it
just count
bounces.
from my door to where it is?
Yeah.
Bokka, how many former you have? Did look at mine, I have 31 right now. I think I
would
do a
say
100 former challenge.
about 20 feet? 30 feet? No, a little less than 30 feet. Because I have to go out my door, down the hall, and into
So
the living room. Around 30. I would say 30
10
is
to
like
11 meters.
a safe number. You think you do a 100 forma challenge? I can't do that. What?
You said around 30 feet. I'm like, okay, so 10 meters, like off of my like head calculation. I go to double check, right?
Yeah.
And I'm 3 feet off.
Darn it. Can't say pro contractor.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy, but I don't know if that's even... Okay, so it's kind of worthwhile going Archon Vitality on Gazoo.
So the one that I have, the one that I have is no longer available for purchase. So I found you.
The one you have is no longer available for purchase?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is it because it was too good, or is it like that outdated?
It's not. It's not that it's that outdated. It's just like it's a Wi-Fi card. They change them up. They change the models. They do stuff. They do whatnot. Companies buy the what. It's whatever. I can't find the order. It's not like it's not for sale anymore on Amazon.
Wow.
Went to somewhere else.
How rude of them.
And found you a better one. So there you go.
Woo! You guys think that's pretty bad skin, isn't it? Buzzer really needs a better skin. I can't wait till Prime comes out. Primes usually take about a month. 2 months after the last one, right? Or is it like different for every single frame? How many do I have, Roy? I have like... You could go to Slate Playa. We're about to get off of Warframe for a little bit.
Oh wait, hold up.
What?
Goodbye, Jojo.
Goodbye, Jojo. Good night, player. You have a good sleep.
Oh wait, never mind. No. I redact my statement in terms of a better one. Second.
It's morning, but thanks.
You're welcome. Wait, why are you going
You
to bed
don't
in the
have
morning?
an-
How long did you stay up, player? Wish. Thank you for the raid, Tahoe.
Yeah, right.
I feel like that's just better.
I was awoken mid-nap to play.
Aww. Well, I'll invite you again Monday if you want, player. How's the farm frame going? It's doing pretty good. We're just talking to Cephy and looking at some of our frames real quick.
There, I just
asked
sent
you
you a new
what,
one because
Troy? You could have said play us asleep.
I sent you a new one because the one I sent you was not compatible with your motherboard.
Hey, you went through the same steps I would have. But I finally went the charge, ironclad charge on Rhino, so now I get like actual crazy overguard numbers.
Your Rhino looks like an Oberon.
Oberon! You tell me if my Jade build's right. Does that look good to you? I gave up some duration for efficiency, because... Bleh.
How much efficiency do you have? That's too low.
Yeah.
If you're doing a if you're doing a nuke build, you want more around, like, you want to swap your duration and efficiency.
Tenno, a new alert has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
I want to swap my efficiency and duration.
Yeah, so your efficiency, you want it to be like above 160, and your duration can be below like sub 100, because you're gonna be spamming it. Because every time you spam it, you regain health. And if you put rage instead of augur secrets, for example,
Yeah.
then you can get health, or you can lose health to regain energy. Or
Like, my
not
only,
augur,
like,
augur message.
Walker message.
Yeah.
Change
And
that
then
one to
and then
Augur, what you call it?
and it, no, so remove augur message and put rage. Either rage or either hunter's adrenaline, whichever you prefer.
The only reason... Actually, I could probably just change that out. Because she doesn't really do
And
fire
instead of-
damage anymore. Well, she does.
And instead
so,
of
but it says blast.
no, she does. No, it will say blast, but it counts as fire.
Okay.
So don't
just
worry.
making sure.
The
reason I
and
don't want to
then,
go too low on duration is I like... Because I know her 3... What, is it her 3 that keeps going up if you kill more? Or is it her 2?
No, her 3 goes up more if your 1 does more damage, but you're gonna be spamming your 1.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Your duration doesn't matter. So you could replace continuity with fleeting expertise.
Committee with clean expertise.
And instead of umbral intensify, you do precision intensify instead.
Precision intensify.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. I want to replace the energy siphon with growing power. Let's see. Let's change out. I guess we change out blind rage.
Let me see how much blood I have, and I can maybe get your own power.
Oh, you don't need to do that, Cephy.
The last 5 days, I've been making like 300 blood a day. So I mean...
What the frick? Cephy.
Bokoroy wants your Jade build.
I've been selling almost full Arcane Energizes. What do you want from me?
I have it up right now, Roy. You can take it from me. Or do you want me to send it to you when I'm done with it? Send it to you when I'm done with it? Okay.
For now, try that in the simulacrum.
The thing I haven't bought.
You don't have a simulacrum?
No.
Because
you need that. I scream it. There's a viewer I have who comes in and he's like, I want to go to the simulacrum. And I'm like, no, I refuse. I'm not going to the weird, boring place.
The weird, boring place is where you test your builds.
You want to know what's hilarious? The reason I call it the weird, boring place is they tried to keep me in there for like an hour. And I was like screaming my head off with how bored I was.
It's different when you host it because you can summon more enemies. You're in your inventory when you're in your inventory. But if you're with someone, they tend to like take forever, like not spawning something, or they're in their menu.
Invite me. You can invite me, Roy, to the simulacrum. Why do you have vigor on here and vitality?
Because they think that probably that Jade's squishy, which if you don't build her right, she can be.
Yeah. I love that you have
also
really good range.
Do you have the ability to make orange Tau 4 shards?
Oh yeah, I do now. Let me see if I have enough to make one.
Because Jade wants orange ones. I can't remember exactly which one you questioned.
How did she get a freaking cyst? I am tired of this cyst thing. They need to add an option that makes it where you can't get them.
I mean,
like the only thing I know of that they're used for is making the plague doggies.
Oh yeah, I still have 100 plot left. I can get you a growing power.
Fucking shards. Not essence. Wait. Oh, I don't have any other like big boys. Let's just remove that. It's red and yellow, right?
Oh, I was in solo mode. Oh my god.
Increase secondary critical chance by having to become heat. And her blast will be counted as heat, right? And then ability damage on enemy affected by irradiation. And I want to get the... Do I want regenerate shields? Or do I want health? In health. It's almost finished, Roy. I think it's missing like 3 or 4. Like it's missing less than 10. Let me see. It's missing Azazu, which I'm almost done getting all the pieces. I just need to get the items that build it. Missing a Calervo, a Lavos, a... forget what you call him. Obviously, it's missing Varuna. Missing her. What her name is. Missing Big Boy, and it's missing another.
Bokka, I'm about to rest. Ty for letting us join in Bokath 1 heart.
Yeah, always. Cephy.
I have a growing power for you.
Oh, which orange do I pick? Is it the gain health or the regenerate shields?
That's a good question.
I liked it for whatever reason when I'm changing my thingies. Is that supposed to work like that?
I think it's actually the third one. Let me double check.
Really? The increased secondary critical chance? Seems kind of odd.
Her alt weapon is a
Secondary weapon?
yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, I'm okay, so the crit doesn't work. Give me 1 second.
Oh, is it shields?
Give me 1 second.
What? I'm
Send
sorry,
you like
I'm
50
still,
INV.
I'm still finishing up her real quick. Why did you send me 50? Then 1 and wait. I have so many Tau Forged Amber Shards. To give you an idea, there's a lot of them on Gauss as well. Because I just gave Gauss tons of hardcore velocity. Wait, is the Violet Archon Shard what you want if you want to get rid of Equilibrium?
Basically. Oh no, it is. It is the increased secondary critical chance.
Right.
As many as you can put on there.
Right. I have 1 right now, but that should help. increase effectiveness for now.
Equilibrium, I would do health instead. That's just me.
Oh, for equilibrium?
If you have equilibrium on the avatar, no, on the Warframe,
Yeah.
then I would recommend doing the health instead, like health orbs, because if you get 100% efficiency on health orbs, that means that even if you don't have full health, you'll still pick up 100 health. And if you pick up 100 health, you're picking up 50 energy. And health orbs will drop more because you're automatically picking up energy just because you have one energy off. You see what I mean?
Yeah.